Hello everybody, good morning. My voice is a little bit better today, so I hope you're well and I hope all your pets are okay. If you're in the UK after bonfire night and if you're in the US, there's lots going on there at the moment, isn't it? But I hope you're all happy, I hope you're all being kind to each other and I hope you're enjoying making. Today I'm going to be making with you quite a different necklace. It's very straightforward, but I think it just gives a bit of a different look in terms of design. So I'm using some chain, I'm using some lovely peanut beads, and we've got these lovely kind of, I wouldn't call them jump rings. It's a soldered ring with lovely crystals on it. And they come ready made for you, so you don't have to worry about making that feature. So very straightforward components that work together to make something a little bit unique and a little bit different. My camera's still doing the thing it was doing last time, so I'm going to go back onto the view that we had on Monday, where I'm going to be over here somewhere, I think, in the corner. And I'm going to show you them down on the mat, and then I'm going to take you over to the website. So I think I would like you to choose what colour I'm going to demo with today. I was thinking the red, just because, we're getting into the festive season, but people might not want to do red today, so you might want to choose a different colour for me. Let me know in the comments what you would like. So I'm going to say a good morning to you. Good morning to Edward. Hello to Anastasia, who's wishing us all peace and love. Rachel's in a cloudy barrow. Carol's in as well. Sabrina's in as well. I hope you're happy with the outcome because you're in the US, aren't you? Good morning to Camille. She says, good morning, Natalie. You still sound poorly. Hope you're feeling better soon. I feel absolutely fine. And my voice is a little bit better than it was. Oh, my sound's not so good. Is that my voice or is that the settings? Let me check my audio settings. Okay.
This should be a little bit better. Is that right? Do I sound okay? Been underwater. If you are just joining me or you're just hearing me, I'm wishing you all lots of love and hope everybody's well with everything going on everywhere. So good morning to Anastasia. Hello to Sabrina. Good morning to Anne and hello to Yolanda. Thanks, Mina. She says, yeah, it sounds better now. So what I'm going to be doing with you today, if I bring this in and swap them over, they look much better when they're on because they hang nicely. So I'm going to be using these lovely peanut beads, which look like this. Really nice shape. This is a gorgeous coral colour. It's got flashes of gold and pink and all sorts on there. And we've got chain and we have these lovely little things. Now the way these work, they're already done. You've got this funny little shape in the middle. Looks like the inner of like a card tire. And then you've got some crystals on an elastic. And when you receive them, they just fit perfectly round. So you don't have to count your crystals, you don't have to tie any knots, you don't have to work with elastic today. It's already done. And it just makes a nice focal pendant really. So it will sit like this. Now, if you want to, you could just do one piece of chain and you could attach that with a jump ring if you wanted to. I'm going to be using the larger jump rings today. So the outer diameter of this one here that hooks on is a 9 by 1 millimeter. So the wire used is a 1 millimeter, which is a 20 gauge wire. So it's really thick and sturdy, but it's large enough to just hook over there. And I've not hooked one onto the chain. The chain just runs through, so the chain is kind of double-sided. And it will sit like this and it will make a kind of pretty focal pendant, and then we're just attaching with a little lobster clasp. So I'm going to be using Tigertail with this make today. It's very strong, it's very sturdy, and I can use my favourite go-to when I'm not using wire. I like a Callotte and a Crimp bead. So please let me know what colour you would like. I'm going to take you over to the website now and I will show you those. Everyone's saying the sound is much improved, which is good. Good morning to Anne. Hello to Janice and Elaine, who's just joined us. So If you're new to us, we are Totally Beads. We ship worldwide, so wherever you're watching from, you can, if you wish, go to the website and buy these kits that I put together for you. Everything you need to make whatever it is I'm making on the live will be there, and you can catch back up on the live at any point if you want a refresher on what I'm doing. Maybe you want to do something completely different with them, then you can find all the components on the website. So I'll take you over there now. We are totallybeads.co.uk. If I share this, you should be able to see, oh, we've got extra bits in the middle. I'll tell you what, I'll close that one over for now. I didn't really consider, what if I close this one off? we're all in darkness. I'm getting, there's no sound on Facebook or YouTube. Oh no! Oh, I think the sound's been linked to my camera and I've closed my camera off. So you've just been listening to me chat on for ages without being able to listen to me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll whiz back on the website very quickly. Oh, I'm not having a successful time of it, am I? I do apologise. You've just been proper chatting on about colour and design and how the light makes a difference, and I don't even know what I've said. Right, let me take you back onto the website very quickly. Can you just someone give me a thumbs up that you can hear me? Such an idiot. Right, this is the Danielle peanut crystal necklaces. There's 5 lovely colours. We've got the aqua. You're getting everything. Did I even talk about what tools you need without the sound? You're getting your peanut beads. In every kit will be the same components, just a different colour. I'm using the lovely chain with that, and you can flip it either way depending on how you wear it, whatever clothing you're wearing, whatever neckline you've got on. You might want them on different sides. All you need to do is flip that necklace around. It's the same on both sides. So you're getting your tiger tail to attach and string your peanut beads onto there. You're getting your jump rings. You're getting 2 sizes of your jump rings. So you're getting a 9x1, which will fit into that loop, and you're also getting your 6mm jump rings to attach to your clasp. You're getting your Callottes, you're getting all your findings. So with this one, we've got the pearl aqua, and I was saying that different colours can change the look. I don't think the colours of these peanut beads look quite as they do in the flesh, so have a little look for reference on the photographs that I've taken. And we've got the teal AB with them, so they match particularly lovely. We have got a slight contrast on one of them, so I've used the pink with the white, but I will show you that in a minute. This is the gorgeous coral, so it's very much red, but it's got that AB Aurora Borealis kind of petrol rainbow finish to it, so it will pick up kind of gold colours. You've got those very lovely warm zesty colours. I'm trying not to repeat myself. I don't know what I've said and what I've not. So that one is your red. I probably told you some really fascinating. I was telling you the most interesting things. This one's what I've done a slight contrast with. So we've got the pale white peanut beads, but I've used the pink AB with those, so you can see there is a contrast in that. But they do look very lovely together because there is like a beautiful sheen, almost a pearlescence on that colourway. So I think that looks particularly nice with the pink. Don't forget you are making up 2 necklaces in this kit for £6.99. So if you wanted to, you could make yourself a bracelet with that. I did discuss how I've made this to sit flat, so it's almost kind of like a floral kind of look. But of course you can put that sideways. You've got those crystals running all the way around, so you could use that technically as a spacer if you wanted to. It might look nice between 2 large beads if you wanted to make, a central part on your necklace or on a bracelet. I was discussing how these colours are not doing it justice. It's a very deep, rich, very opulent looking purple. I call it a chocolate box purple because it reminds me of a particular type of chocolate in terms, not the chocolate itself, but the wrapper of the brand. And then we've got the sea glass, which is very, very beautiful. Again, I don't think this matches. I say this looks more like a mint, but if you actually look at the necklace, and I'll show you them down on the mat, it's almost like a sky blue, and that's going with this beautiful aqua, which again is AB, so you've got those beautiful twinkles. The crystals are faceted, so they pick up the light, but they've also got that lovely AB finish to them. that was pretty much it in a nutshell. All of your kits are £6.99, so they've been discounted. There's 5 lovely colours. Please let me know what colour you would like me to demo with, because I'm going to be reusing the chain from one of the samples, because I've got a little bit but not quite enough to demo with. So let me know what colour, now you've seen them. I'm such a fool. Let me know what colour you would like me to demonstrate with, and I'll get down on the map for you. Okay, so let me see what I've missed in the comments. I really should have been looking at the comments rather than the page, because you were all saying to me, the sound has gone, the sound has gone. Good morning to Sheila. I do apologise for that. Judith saying, what's happened? Just add a user error. What's it called? Is it, there's an acronym. Is it like, I want to say picnic? It basically means like it's not an error with the computer, it's an error with the user, and it's definitely me. Yeah, so everybody's just saying there's no live chat, it's just silence. So thank you for letting me know. Sorry I didn't read the comment. I hope you're all still here. So the sound should have come back. I know loads of you left and went and seen if it was any different on YouTube. It wasn't. You don't need to call the warehouse, Mina. I left. It's because my camera is attached to this screen, and when I thought, oh, I'll make it bigger by moving me off, then that wasn't big or clever, was it? You live and you learn. I'm getting used to the new settings. Good morning to Jill. Hello to Lisa. Hello to Jackie. Hello to Jane. Sorry, you don't need to send any messages. Carol, I was doing so much chatting. I say really, really informative. Told you loads of secrets about all sorts of stuff. Everyone's saying, yeah, it's back. Carol said, we got the idea. Susan, I know, I'm just an idiot. Everybody's laughing at me, which is brilliant. If you can't laugh at yourself, it's just one of them, isn't it? Camille said we've seen lots of scrolling. Good morning to Jan. Jan, you've not missed anything. Don't worry. Please let me know in the comments what colour would you like me to demo with, and I'll get going. Hi, Davinix. I hope you're all right. Did anyone answer you while you were discussing them all? I don't know. Okay, so lots of people are liking the purple. That's a good one. How can we catch your attention? It's just a case of me reading in the comment, my love. I just didn't, because I was looking at the page that you were looking at, my page disappears. So a senior moment. Jackie, it's my birthday soon, so yeah, I'm not denying it. Everybody is having a little chat, and everyone's looking at the lovely crystals. So I've seen 2 for purple. Shall we go with the purple? Let's do the purple. Okay, Anastasia wants the purple. So I will pop you back down on the mat, and you can see how these look. Again, as I say, they look, as I say, but you didn't know because you couldn't hear me. They always look better on the bust, because when we make and design jewellery, when I make it for you to make along with, we make it to be worn. So they will sit beautifully on you. When they're on the desk like this, you'll see these can move around. So your chain can move, and this lovely large jump ring can move freely, which, another thing I was saying, almost makes it a bit of like fidget jewellery, because this can actually spin and move. So if you're somebody who likes to have a little bit of fidget with the jewellery, then you can do. Camille's saying red. I'm going for purple, because look at them. Why would you not? I mean, they're looking quite blue there, but they're not. They're very, very much purple. So I'm just going to unattach the chain, because I didn't have quite enough to demo with. So though I do have enough left over to make a bracelet, which might be quite a nice feature too. Let me just take this and this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chain. Now remember, you're getting enough to make 2 in your kit, so you can you've got plenty to play with. But I'm basically taking 60 centimeters of chain, which is 24 inches. And I will just cut that. If it comes in one full long length, I'm just going to open up the link, just like a jump ring. They're not soldered closed, so you can just open it up and then you can cut or cut it. So you can take a length of 60 centimeters, and I'm just going to fold that up like so. So I've just folded it in half. You don't need to be measuring and counting out links when you do it like this. It works perfectly fine, just to fold it over, which makes it nice and easy. I'm then going to take my lovely little cluster, and you can see the AB finish on that, gorgeous twinkles. So as how these work, and I'll show you these again. You've got this lovely little, I say it looks like a little like inner of a like car wheel, like a tire, and it's got this, or maybe like a cotton reel. So you've got that in groove the way it's shaped. This is just on elastic, and they're all done for you, so you don't need to count them out. And when you get them, they should come already like this. If it has come off, you can just pop that back on again. And I'm just going to slide that through my chain. I'm going to put that on to start. So if you wanted to just cut one length of chain, you could attach that on with a larger jump ring too. But for now, I'm just going to pop it through the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my jump rings out. I'm going to take the smaller jump ring. So this is a 6x1. So it's 1 millimeter in thickness, which is 20 gauge. And the outer diameter is 6 millimeters on this. Again, these all come in your kit. And I'm just going to give it a little turn towards me to open it. I am going to just check that when I bring it back, they align nicely and they spring back together. And all I'm going to do is take the last link of one end of the chain and slide that through, and then the other half of the chain I'm going to take the last link on there and slide that through. So what you've got essentially, when I close that up, is this. So it looks like an over-the-head necklace without a clasp. So I'm going to fold that over, and I'm going to use that as one side. And as I say, these necklaces are the same on either side. So if you wanted to wear it with the peanuts on one side, you could do, and then all you need to do is flip it over if you wanted them on the other side. I'm now going to take my tiger tail, and I'm going to cut about 30 centimeters of my tiger tail. So it will essentially be the same length as the chain when I come to do the peanuts, because obviously we've folded that in half, so it's going to be around the same length, and it will give you quite a long sitting necklace. If you want, you can make this smaller, no problem. You could have it where if you didn't want it to this to sit fully straight, you could use longer chain and smaller peanuts, or you could just cut less chain and use less peanuts. I think in the peanuts I've used about 37 of them, but I'm not going to count. All I'm going to do is take my tiger tail, and I'm going to cut about 30 centimeters, which is roughly 12 inches. Picnic, that's it, Pauline, that's what I was thinking. Problem in chair, not in computer. I knew it was picnic, I just couldn't figure out where I wondered whether the I stood for idiot, which is what I feel like I have done. So I'm not the only one who knows that saying. So I'm going to cut about 30 centimeters, 12 inches of my tiger tail. This tiger tail is lovely. It's got very fine strands of wire, and then it's coated in like a nylon coating, which makes it very strong, very flexible, and just lovely to work with. I'm going to attach my crimp beads and my Callottes on one side, and that's going to act as a little stopper for me so my beads aren't going to fall off. It's a very quick make today, and it's probably just as well. So I'm going to take one end of my Tigertail and I'm going to slide my Callotte on, so those little holes will be facing upwards towards the end. And then I'm going to take 2 of my crimp beads and I'm going to slide the crimp bead onto the end of the Tigertail, and then I'm going to slide that last one I put on right to the end, right to the tip, and I'm just going to press it with my chain nose pliers. If you want to, you can use your crimping pliers and you can crimp them properly, which will mean I haven't got them to hand, but you'll find there's like 2 little sections in your crimping pliers. One will kind of fold it over, like flatten it, and then the other one will kind of roll it a little bit into more of a rounded bead shape. However, because I'm using my Callotte, you're not going to see them, they're just going to be hidden inside the Callotte. So I'm just sliding up my next crimp bead so it's nice and close to the last one, and I'm pressing down on that, and that changes it from a rounded shape to kind of a flattened shape, which pinches onto the end and holds onto the end of that Tigertail. So then when I slide up my Callotte, my crimp beads will sit nicely inside. There's 2 crimps in there and they fit perfectly inside that little circle. There you go, it's a bit better, isn't it? And then I'm just going to close it over with my finger, and I want to get these bits lined up. So I'm just going to close it, and that seam should make it kind of close fairly central. But we are having one of those days, so you never know. And then I'm just going to press it over again with my pliers gently, just to kind of close that up. Now, a really quick way of adding on your peanut beads without picking them up one by one is to take your strand. And we're not doing any alternating in pattern, though if you want to multi-bar, you could mix these colours, and you could, if you wanted, do a mix of the peanut beads, or you could do a multi-strand of them, and you could just strand one colour up next to another. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them on my strand. I'm just going to cut the top. So you'll see your peanut beads will come on this kind of like a plastic thread, and all I need to do is take my Tigertail and line it up, and I should be able to push the Tigertail really easily. So you see it's coming out there, and just lining it up, and then what I will do is just slide them onto the Tigertail. So it's just a quicker way, rather than picking them up and threading them one by one. I can just take the Tigertail, leaving them on the strand, and just slide them on up and push them up. I think for 30 centimetres, you're probably using about 37 beads. But I'm not going to count, I'm just going to, use the end. Good morning, Christine. She says, morning, all better, late than never. Oh, you've missed it all, Christine. You've missed me being a wally. So I'm just sliding them on. And you can pick them up one by one, or you could, I say mix the colours if you want to. I adore this purple. It's really, really beautiful. Hopefully, if I can get a little bit of focus, I'll move that out the way. They're looking a little bit more blue here, but they're the most rich, opulent looking purple. Really, really gorgeous. And they're a lovely shape. So they're like little hourglasses. That's just one. So it's got that lovely like dip in the middle of it. Lisa says, these peanut beads are lovely. I used them when making Kitty's dragonfly instead of the beads, and they were lovely. They do remind me of like little like vertebrae. So I've used them on a skeleton, I think, before. Made it like the spine. But they're a nice shape to work with. I wonder what else I've used. If you go on the website and then click on the peanut beads, sometimes it'll say makes we've used with this product. So there might be a little bit more inspiration, but I love that idea, Lisa, where you will take a design idea and think, actually, I'm going to try it with a different bead, and it can look completely different and just as lovely, and then unique to you. Thanks, Camille. I think everybody agrees I am a Wally. Yeah, well, I'll remember that next time. You're just going to have to keep seeing me floating in the corner. It's just, everything just seems smaller. It doesn't quite fill the screen, and I don't know whether it's got, it probably doesn't even have black border and edge for you. It's just the way it shows for me, but I think I'll try and make the image as large as possible, but that causes other problems. So I'm just sliding up my peanut beads, and I'm going to leave a little tail end. Should we add an extra one on? Yeah. So just slid all of those on there. I am going to kind of create a slight curved shape with them when I put my next callotte onto the end. So I'm going to take my callotte and another 2 crimp beads. Oh, Anastasia says, I've got them in my car from the last time Natalie made something with them, so I'm going to be adding more colours. Can you remember what it was I made with them, Anastasia? I mean, I've been doing lives now for about 3 years. So when we get new stock of something in, I get really excited because I'm like, ooh. But the amount of different things you can do with the same bead is always fun and always a challenge as well. So I'm going to slide that callotte on, facing upwards again, and then I'm putting the crimp bead in. I'm just putting 1 crimp bead on for now, keeping that slight curvature and pushing that callotte right down towards that last bead so there's no major gaps. I'm going to come in with my pliers. Now I'm not using crimping pliers for this. I'm using, these are like tweezer nose pliers, which I particularly love. I love them for wire work, but they also, because they've got that fine tip, they get right into my callotte without me opening it up. Because obviously the more it's already kind of like a clamshell, the more you open it up, you don't want to cause a weakness on there, but then it will slightly distort, I think, the shape. So when you come to close it back, it might not line up as well. Popping that next crimp bead on and then flattening down. So by double crimping, if one crimp was to fail, the other should keep it nice and steady. You can see I've got my 2 crimp beads in there, and then that tiny little extra bit of tiger tail I'm just going to trim off, making sure I'm just trimming the tiger tail and not the callotte or the crimp beads. And then I'm going to fold it over, so I'm keeping my crimp beads inside the centre of that rounded part, and then that will look like a bead. A nice, neat, professional finish. And then just close it over fully by just applying light pressure with my chain nose pliers over the top. Anastasia says she's also having a Cena moment. It is 20 to 6 in the morning here in Atlanta. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you're all well over there. There's we won't talk politics, but there's lots going on in the world, isn't there? So I hope you're all okay. I hope whatever the verdict is, whatever the outcome, just be kind to each other and look after each other. Everyone has different views, don't they? It's important that, you know, families stay connected and whatnot, and we'll leave it as that. Okay, so I've got my chain section with my lovely little crystal cluster already attached, and now I've got my peanut section with the 2 callottes on either end, and now I'm just going to attach them together, really straightforward. So I'm going to take my larger jump ring out of my kit. This is a 9 by 1mm. So what that means is the wire used is a 20 gauge 1mm wire, nice and strong, and it is 9mm in terms of the outer diameter. So from over here to over here, and that should fit nicely around that. I don't think you're going to get an outer diameter 6mm around this with ease, and I like the fact it moves as well. So I'm going to open up like any other jump ring. I'm going to take plenty of surface area, and I'm just going to give it a twist. And it is going to be quite a wide twist. Usually we only open by a few millimeters, but I want to make sure that what I can do is thread this right around my lovely crystal little ring, and then I'm going to attach that peanut side calotte onto it as well, and then close it up. Now to close it up fully, I'm going to take it back in the opposite direction. I'm going to let those 2 parts of the jump ring meet and take it slightly back. So when I let go, the memory of that jump ring where it's been wound on the dowel will spring back closed and will give me a nice aligned finish. So you could, if you wanted, create like a bracelet with this as well. You could get 2 large beads and you could use it as a spacer, and you could have it that way on your bracelet if you wanted to make a bracelet and then have this as a necklace. And now all I need to do is attach my my findings. So when I joined my chain together, I attached it with that jump ring there, and that's going to be what I will attach my clasp with. So again, depending on what your preference is, you can hook your lobster clasp into that jump ring there, or you could attach the lobster clasp onto that ring there and then another jump ring to attach. And I think that's what I'm going to do, just so when I am coming to put it on, I'm not going to be getting confused with what link on the chain that I'm going to attach it with. So I'm just going to open up that jump ring again, and then I'm going to slide on my lobster clasp, which comes in your kit. It's a 12mm lobster clasp. Closing it over, making sure it's perfectly lined up and closed. And then I'm going to take another jump ring, but this time I'm not going to take the large one, I'm going to take the smaller one, which is the 6 by 1. And I'm going to open that up and attach that through the calotte on my peanut side. So that needs to go through both of the loops. Your loop should be lined up on your calotte, so you can just get it through both little sections that have closed over as one. And then I'm just going to close that up again. Now if they don't quite meet, give it a little wiggle. If we open it too much or we open it outward, it's going to change the shape of it, and it will kind of compromise the strength. So now it's closed, all I'll need to do is just attach the lobster clasp to that, and that's how I'm going to open and close my lovely peanut necklace. So this one is the lovely put it there so you can see. This one is the lovely purple one which I was demoing with. We've also, so this is the purple iris. We've got the pearl white with the pink, which is this one here, and I will show you the colours so you can get a just idea of what they look like. So they're your white, but there's like a coating on those as well. Now my ring light is making it pick up kind of like golds almost. But you see they've got, that's it, you've got a lovely shimmer on there. So I think that just catches the pink twinkles really prettily. So that one is your, it's the pink crystals on your loop, but it's the pearl white. So we've named it after the donuts. We have this gorgeous one here. So you can see we've got quite a deeper shade of blue on the kind of crystal diamanty focal bead, but they are sea green, these ones. Again, they don't look green to me, they look sea blue to me. Hello Barbara, she says, I'm from Florida, second time watching this early. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're well. I'm sending you lots of love across the pond. And then this is the coral. I love this colour. So if you can see there, it is a proper coral. It's reds, it's got almost kind of purples and golds in it. Thanks, Jan. She says these are gorgeous, and that's your ring on there one as well. So they complement each other beautifully. Is that all of them? And then this beautiful purple iris. Look at the sparkles in that. So these have been your Danielle peanut necklaces. They are all £6.99. You can change your currency at the top of the screen on the website, and we do ship worldwide. So if you'd like them, you can make along, and you're getting enough to make 2 necklaces in your kit today. Thank you for being patient with me. I don't know, on Monday I didn't have a voice, and now today my voice is back and you can't hear me because I've not done what I should have done with the settings. Jan says they've all jumped into a basket. I hope you have loads of fun with them, Jan. They are a straightforward, easy make, but something a little bit different. I'm going to be back with you on Monday. I think I'm doing stretch bracelets with you on Monday. I think. And then I think on Wednesday I'm going to be doing those beaded crosses, not beaded crosses that I think a lot of you have been looking forward to. Camille says you've got enough peanuts to make earrings. Well, I've got enough to make bracelets. I've got enough to make earrings. But given how it's been, I'm not going to. Judith says, lovely tutorial. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you all have a really lovely week. Look after each other, be kind to each other, and I will see you on Monday if you can come and join me. Until then, have a lovely weekend.